Once upon a time, I find myself in a forest full of crystals. In this forest, I found a dwarf holding a crystal. "Excuse me, where have you found those crystals?" The dwarf says, "From the cave behind me." The crystals covered in the woods were either gray or light up blue. We figured some of them needed to be on, so we decided to head to the cave. Me and Rosie head into the cave to see if there was a connection of the cave and the colorless crystals that were around. Some were glowing and some were just turned off. According to the dwarf, they all needed to be light up. Me and Rosie got close to read what was going on. After connecting to the cave and reading the room, we ended up with a bad connection. The crystals needed to be rearranged and recharged. Then I make my way to the dwarf. "Why were you moving them?" I asked the dwarf. "The crystals in town stopped glowing. Then the ones in the woods also started to turn off. I was trying to change the ones that were on to the ones that were off, but it only made it worse," the dwarf explained. "There is something going on with the connection. I can feel it. It's definitely coming from within the cave. Or the entire grid is messed up," said Rosie. We go to the end of this hallway where we find this humongous room that is very big with a pillar on it. Around the walls, there are symbols and stuff that we cannot understand, for the walls and the floor are very deteriorated and broken down. We then make our way to the middle of the room. I then stand next to it to do a reading to find out what's wrong with the pillar. I find that it was missing something on the top, something to power the pillar. "I found it. I just have to do my thing. I just have to make a crystal and replace the missing one." Rosie just looks at me and nods. "Sure, do it," he said. I then concentrate and poof, a crystal materializes right on top of the pillar. The cave gets illuminated and all the crystals start to glow. The pillar starts to glow and the lights come down from it, lighting up the floor, and it was so magical. Everything started to light up. Once that was done, me and Rosie go out to see the results. At the entrance, the dwarf was there waiting for us. He was happy that all the crystals were on. The ones in the city are also on. The dwarf informs us. "Woo! I celebrate. Yay, we did it!"